So this is how Miss Peaches started off her day. I noticed as she woke up, she started to do her little ritual bath. And normally she doesn't let me film her because she's super concentrated. She did take a little break here to stare off at me, but right back to it. I was so excited to see that she was taking a bath because often I don't feel like she grooms enough. So this is a good sign. She is healthy. She rested well last night. Well, her brother Hunter took a nice little cuddle with my daughter. She is definitely one of his persons and just enjoyed being treated in a luxurious way. So then later on, I noticed I have some plants here that I just put up on the windowsill. And of course, the cats had to be right there. Now, if you don't know anything about cats, they're notorious for getting into small spaces, especially knocking things off of shelves and high places such as this, which is why I was pretty nervous. But at the end of it all, she behaved pretty well. However, her brother, as you can see, started to put his hand in between that tiny little space. I didn't know if he was going to put his body there. And so I decided to scare him off a little bit by touching him. Usually cats have a little bit of a startle when they're super focused and then you touch them as is there. The funny thing is he totally acted like he hadn't done anything wrong and he had never done anything that I was accusing him of. And then, of course, a few minutes later, he's back at it again, going towards my Madagascar palm and even eating some of those. They're not grasses, those are leaves. I was not happy about that. And then a few minutes later, look at that. Once again, he was up there chewing away. So naughty. So then later on in the afternoon, we decided to give them some catnip for them to enjoy. And they're 5 years old, so they don't get very rambunctious at all. Rambunctious, there it is. And, but with a little bit of help from the catnip fairy, they get pretty excitable. Although today there wasn't a lot of reaction. Sometimes they'll fight with each other. Sometimes they'll be super playful. A little sniff of my son's foot there. But overall, it kind of helped them relax a few minutes after they had eaten it. It's just a fun little treat. They seem to be obsessed with it. And I just wanted to show you guys the cuteness of these little kitties because sometimes they're very playful and there's a lot to see. And sometimes it's just them being really sweet. There's another round. Some more catnip. You can see she goes right to it. I promise you these cats are well fed, but they do like a treat every once in a while, just like the rest of us. Then a little bit later, my daughter decided to treat Miss Peaches, or should I say tease her with a rice cake, which is not something that cats would really like usually, but it had some white cheddar flavor and was just really stinky. Miss Peaches loves really strong smelling stinky things and was really excited about this. I think she probably touched it a few too many times, maybe even licked it. I don't know. I'm pretty sure my daughter ate it afterwards, but we'll never really know for sure. But you can see how adorable she is trying to get that. Come on, stand up, girl. Almost. Hunter's not impressed, though. So then at the last part of the day, I wanted to give them just a little extra snack, so I gave them a little bit of a snack with the auto feeder, and of course, right away, they're coming down the stairs. Miss Peaches was in front. Usually it's Hunter. That's the one that's eating all the food, and so I was glad that she was able to get there first. Now, she looked a little confused at the beginning. She was kind of looking from one dish to the other, not really sure which one to choose, maybe which one was bigger. In the end, she just settled for this left side and chowed down quite lovely. And then I kept thinking, well, where is Hunter? Why isn't he coming? So I decided to go and check where he was at. Sorry about the messy living room, but there he is, just on the stairs, doing nothing. So maybe he stole something at some point. Later in the day, you can see Miss Peaches just staring off blindly into I don't know where. This happens a lot with her. I wonder what she's thinking about. Maybe she's not thinking at all. I don't really know. But she's super adorable, and we love her just the same. So here, to end this video, a little bit of cuteness, that classic kneading. Cats always love the squishy tummies, and she stops every time I start to film as well. Well, here's Mr. Hunter saying goodbye as we cuddle together the rest of the night.